Well, one last thing. Um, yeah, normally at dinner time, the girls eat. I feed two of the girls in the kitchen. I feed Greta kind of in the living room on the floor. And I would feed Sarah on the bed. That started when she had a cruciate rupture, and it just kind of continued since, though that was long healed. It just kind of became habit. I fed her on the bed so she wouldn't have to jump up and down and screw with her knee. So I had taken to laying out a towel so it would catch any of the stuff that flew out of the bowl because their food never stays in the bowl. Um, and then put the bowl of food down, and she would wait a little while. She would wait after everybody else was done, which was kind of silly because that risk having someone else steal your food. Although she would let them know that that was not going to happen. She was very much the queen of the household. Now, Gypsy thinks she's the queen of the household, or thought she was queen of the household. Now, I suppose she is. Um, but it was really Sarah. Sarah was Mama Dog when uh, she was about a year and some old when Gypsy and Rhiannon came along, and they were 6 weeks old, and she kind of took them under her wing as puppies, and she was a very good Mama Dog. Um, so the routine, sorry, I digress a lot. Um, so the routine was everybody would eat, and when Gypsy was, or when Greta was done, she would come into the room I'm in. There's this room, then there's the living and slash sleeping room, and then there's the kitchen, and then a storage room. Um, the bed's in the center room. So she would come into this room and sit at the doorway and wait for Sarah to finish. And then when Sarah went and laid down, she would get up on the bed and clean up after Sarah. Uh, Gypsy would too, except she wasn't big on waiting. So I usually had to yell at her to leave Sarah alone and get out of her face so that she could eat. Um, Sarah was queen, but she was kind of laid back, if you know what I mean, unless you were really in her space for food. Um, so I come in tonight and I just wrote about how weird it was that, I'm putting out 3 bowls instead of four, 3 pills in each bowl instead of four, 3 supplements in each bowl instead of four. And I have a spare bowl now. It's weird. And it's weird not seeing Sarah in her spots, um, passing through the room or what have you. 'Cause she always had her spots. And if another dog got in her spot, she would kind of stand over them and stare at them with the vulture look. Until they moved, and they would move. She would she was never aggressive, but she was assertive, and she would say, "You're in my spot, and I'm going to stare at you until you move." She was very there's a word that's not coming to me yet. Diplomatic isn't it? But she was very much, she ruled the roost. Anyhow, I come in after the girls have finished eating, and I am looking and see Greta sitting in her usual spot waiting for Sarah to finish for me to say, "Come in." Um, she wouldn't come in until I did. Uh, there's no reason to wait now. But she hasn't made that connection yet. So, yeah. Uh, so yeah, that was tonight's story. Sarah's still here. Even though she's not. I walk in and I think I see her not there, and I'm thinking, oh, she must be outside. Oh, wait. No, no, I had to remind myself not to set her place because I'm glad she's not suffering. That doesn't say much for the rest of us. That finishes the Sara stories.